Hello folks, friends and movie lovers, welcome back to the channel and to the latest instalment of the movies in review. The movie I have for you all today that I would like to review is called Tarot. I don't know what everyone else's take on tarot readings and the art of divination is. I know a lot of people who practice divination regularly reading tarot as their chosen medium and place a lot of faith in it. Likewise, I know a lot of people who regularly receive readings who place a lot of faith in the predictions they receive. I personally am intrigued by it. I am intrigued by people that can read things in a deck of cards and find it even more intriguing when those readings somehow appear to come true. Here's the rub though, because as much as it intrigues me, I also think success also comes from effort and hard work. I guess I would describe myself in that regard as an open-minded skeptic. I am open-minded because I concede to having seen and witnessed things that can't possibly be explained in any other way. And I've encountered people who've been able to provide information to me about myself and my family that they can't possibly have known from anywhere else. Yet I do believe that there is an explanation for everything, no matter how obscure it may be. But we just haven't found it yet, hence why I'm so skeptical in spite of being so open-minded. That is why I find the movie Tarot so interesting, because it is the story of a group of friends who each receives a tarot reading from one of their group. Using a mysterious tarot deck they find in a holiday apartment they rented out. What they didn't realise about this deck is that the predictions really do come true, and it's usually a death in horrible, terrifying circumstances. In that sense, the movie is wonderfully imaginative because it does tell a great what-if story that I'm sure is comparable with a lot of people's imaginations. Whatever your thoughts and feelings about tarot readings and the art of divination, whether you're a believer, open-minded skeptic, or just flat out don't believe at all, this movie was still brilliant all the same. For those that don't believe, this movie I think is a great distraction for a while, and a chance to lose yourself to the workings of your imagination. For those that do, it's an interesting interpretation and a really good Hollywood dramatization as to why you shouldn't randomly mess around with the forces one conjures when doing something like this. I really liked the twist at the end of where one of the friends somehow managed to survive their experience despite being written off. For the people like me that ask a lot of questions and like to know the inner workings and mechanics of such things, all the questions about how and why started bombarding my mind. Even questions relating to the characters that were sadly lost to their experiences in the wake of the tarot readings were flooding in there. I think that is the biggest achievement of this movie, which I would congratulate it for, is for being the forum that inspired so much discussion and debate without necessarily telling you what to think or stacking things in such a way that you are encouraged to think one thing at the expense of everything else. I would like to think that there is room for another movie, whether it would be Tarot 2 or whether under another title with a different form of divination would be the vehicle around which a story is built, such as reading tea leaves or using the crystal ball. It would make an interesting addition if they were to do that. It's certainly a movie that I would go and see purely out of personal interest, despite some skepticism about the art of divination, tarot readings, etc. in real life. The thing with movies like this is that it has developed what I feel is an unhealthy interest in the occult and all things paranormal, supernatural and demonic. The interest me because while I sit here in my skepticism preaching scientific provability, I am all too aware of the existence of faith and of supernatural happenings that have confounded logic and science for an explanation. These movies play on my interest in that area and on my interest on what people believe and why they believe them. on why our beliefs are so diverse and nuanced and diametrically opposed. For a movie to achieve that, it must be doing something right, and I would say it is worth going to see just for that. That's all I have for this one, folks. Thanks for listening to the very end. Please remember, if you haven't already done so, please hit the like and subscribe buttons and the bell icon for notifications and updates when more reactions and reviews get uploaded. My name is Simon, and this is the Movies in Review. Thank you for listening.